What do you pay for actually?
But I don't know, till now, all the way from Benin, I still don't understand why we're paying that money. I don't know if it's official, I don't know if it's not official. All I know that in every border, they keep asking us for...
So if you're trying to make an account now, to let's say you have an employer, you're trying to make an account, what you go tell us you pay for?
I'll say, I'll put it under bribe.
Welcome back to Street Talk Central. Today we are discussing a big issue we normally face. What's the issue about? It's all about our border. There is no African country within our continent that will grant a fellow African free movement from one country to the other without hassle. There's no country like that. Even in my own country, in Ghana, if you are from Nigeria or Cote d'Ivoire, or even coming from Togo or Benin, and you want to enter Ghana, as soon as, if you come by land, as soon as you get to the border, you will see real hassle. The way the immigration are going to stress you, let a white man or someone with an European passport or American passport get to the same border and see what will happen. The person moves freely. So what's happening? Well, the man is going to help me address this issue at hand. He is one person who travels across Africa regularly, and he has been facing a lot of challenges whenever he gets to certain borders in some African countries. The first one was what happened to him in Togo.
This is the Togo border, and they are telling us that we have to pay 2,000 for each passport, and you don't pay, we are not stamping your passport, and when you stamp your passport, no receipt. But according to the ECOWAS law, if you have an ECOWAS passport, it's okay for you to pass through. This is crazy. And she's like, I'm not going to take your passport if you don't give me 2,000. Wow.
Togo gave me headache. I had to pay a lot of money. And I wasn't crossing the border at Togo border alone. I was traveling with our brother Goshes and Kodosin. When we got to the border, my goodness, I felt sick at the Togolese border because we were there for hours and I was dehydrating. I almost collapsed.
Wow.
Because I had to be talking back and forth. The Togolese insisted we pay huge sums of money because we are on bigger bikes. And we were like, for what reason? So Togo is the toughest border in West Africa so far. Right at the border, we met this guy, middle-aged guy from Switzerland, also on a motorbike. And it was easier for him to process his papers at the border than a Ghanaian. And the Swiss guy literally asked me, I saw the frustration you went through. Wow. What was the problem?
He got a chance to sit with Gabi Otredako, and this is what he has to say, what happened when he traveled to some other part of Africa and he went in with his Ghana passport, the struggle he went through, and after filling a form with an European passport, he went in smoothly.
Do you feel the same way?
Yes, I do, and I suffered. And I just got back from Namibia, and obviously there's no direct flight from Accra to Windhoek, so I had to go through Joburg. And I used two passports. From Accra to Windhoek, it was easier for me to apply online with my Ghanaian passport. But to get through Joburg, it was easier to use a British passport.
So, which means that even in Africa, our passports are useless.
In some places, I wouldn't go as far as say useless, but in some places, using European passport gives you easy access from one African country to the other. I don't think that Africans want borders. The borders that actually divide houses, part of your family home is in Aflao and the other half in Lome. Is that what we want? And one African passport may mean that I still hold my Ghana passport, but it's first and foremost an AU passport. It may have Ghana on it, but it's an AU passport. And it means that I can travel across the continent with it, or I can travel across the continent with my ID card. I don't need a visa, okay? That's the first thing about borderless Africa. Borderless Africa means that I can apply for a job in any country, and when I get a job, I can move there. And I don't need to apply for citizenship and the rest of it. I can begin the process of acting like a citizen. You may not allow me to vote, it may not matter to me that much. A borderless Africa means you can get up and go and set up business wherever you want, so long as you can create a market for it. A borderless Africa means that there will be no customs at the borders who extort money from us.
This particular issue is very worrying. You know, whenever issues like this pop up, we know most African leaders will sit down. Mostly, let's talk about West Africa, ECOWAS, for instance. When issues like this pop up, all they will do is, oh, now we've sat down, all the leaders in West Africa have sat down, and we are coming out with a great plan to allow people from West Africa to have free movement within each other's country. But guess what? Let them issue ECOWAS passports to each and every one. Get to the border and see what will happen to you. The immigration will make you feel you are not even an African.
We must start looking at these borders, and we must start removing the barriers that we have put, that have defined us in the past, and now hinder us from being the giant that we should be.
What does that mean? What is safer? My brother. No, I don't have that amount.
What?
I don't have that amount.
And that?
Everything is fine.
No, if you don't pay, they will not allow you to cross.
Why am I paying? What is wrong with the passport?
No, even the passport, even me.
Maybe you pay.
Even the passport, you have to
No, I'm asking, what is that standard to pay for a stamp?
Yeah, no, they will pay.
Because this is a West African passport. This is Senegal, I'm a Ghanaian. ECOWAS passport, they ask me for money. That's why I'm asking you, what did I do? What is the problem? It's not about the money.
To visit a fellow African within the African Union, the visa restrictions in many of our nations, among us, between our brothers and sisters, is like trying to brush the teeth of a crocodile.
So it is a very big issue in Africa. And I think it's about time leaders in Africa should at least address these issues to help travelers feel free to navigate on the African continent. See how beautiful other places looks like, because you can't tour your country alone. You have to see what is happening in other parts of Africa. If you go to Europe, for instance, you hardly see borders. You know, border came into Africa through colonialism. So if, let's say, Britain should colonize Ghana, they try to divide, they try to move away from a country that was colonized by, let's say, France. So they divide the land into portions so that nobody tries to enter their territory. Now, colonialism is no more. So why are we still holding on to the borders? Let's do our best to appreciate ourselves. Thank you for being with me. I appreciate your time. Subscribe to the channel. Add your voice to this in the comment section. Stay safe where you are. I'll see you in my next episode.